Good morning. Welcome to a premium and public video discussion for Friday, May 27th, 2022. Given that, we're heading into the Memorial Day weekend, I know a lot of people have questions about the weather impacts on your weekend plans, and we do have a severe thunderstorm threat. I decided to combine the videos today. That way we have a pretty good send-off before the holiday weekend, and then, of course, text discussions can be expected the rest of the weekend. So currently, right now, we have a marine air mass in place, okay? We have winds coming from the south as our warm fronts are lifting through the region. The primary warm front still to the south of us, but you can see with winds coming from the south, we have a more humid air mass in place. We have areas of fog in place with visibility below 2 miles in several locations, even more so earlier this morning where we had visibility throughout the entire region below a mile, and we're seeing some of the improvement here aside from Long Island and the Connecticut coast. We're still below a half a mile. Temperatures are in the lower to mid 60s on the immediate coast, upper 60s to lower 70s around southeastern Pennsylvania, southwest New Jersey, basically the Delaware River Valley. And over the interior range in the mid to upper 60s, you can see that influence is generally controlled by the speed in which low clouds and fog start to lift over the region. You can see visibility is around 5 to 10 miles as you move away from the coast. So obviously the fog has lifted there, but we have plenty of low clouds. And so here's the setup that we have right now. And let me refresh this real fast. And what we have is a warm front lifting towards the region. And below that warm front, we have a lot of vertical wind shear, which I'll show in just a moment. And this low pressure system with an upper level low associated with it, you can see the upper level low spinning right here, is basically going to be tracking through the Ohio River Valley today and through our neck of the woods for tonight into tomorrow. And that's going to set up some rather unsettled weather conditions. Now, to the north of the warm front, generally we have heavy rainfall with a few embedded thunderstorms. Your severe weather is all to the south of this warm front with severe thunderstorm warnings. We had a couple of tornado warnings, flash flood watches and warnings already issued. We have a tornado watch also in effect for basically Maryland on southward. So when we take a look at the wind factors here, at the surface we have our southerly winds, and that's transporting our higher dew points and more tropical air mass, basically coming right out of the Bahamas and right into our area. When we take a look at 850 millibars, you can see more of a southwesterly wind. So you can see from south to southwest, you get that cyclonic flow already setting up. And this jet streak here, we're going to be watching for to enhance and strengthen it. And that's going to lead to even more vertical wind shear in the atmosphere. And then when we jump up to 500 millibars, you could see more divergence and diffluence as our upper level low starts to approach. And you see kind of like these little, I guess called spacing here. This is going to support air to rapidly rise in these columns. And so as a result, this is how you get your severe thunderstorm threat with your vertical wind shear, and you get your vertical velocities enhancing as air rapidly rises under the influence of this jet streak here that is forming over Pennsylvania up towards Maine. So the setup is in place. And when we take a look at the observation, you can see precipitable water is rising. You can see here's our tornado warning, or tornado watch, should I say, set up. And why do we have that watch set up? Well, take a look where the bulk shear is. Now, it's been lifting northward all morning. As we started in the forecasting around 4 a.m., the vertical wind shear was focused basically around Virginia and Maryland, and so that's where your watch was. Now notice that that vertical wind shear is lifting northward. In fact, let's go back 4 hours. You can see the progression lifting northward, and what the RAP model is suggesting will happen as we go forward is that vertical wind shear, that bulk shear, will continue to increase and lift northward. And so that is why we have that support for severe thunderstorms. Now, right now, not seeing a lot in terms of instability until you get down towards Virginia, which basically is where we have our severe thunderstorms and our warm front. As our warm front lifts northward, this instability will increase, and I like a focus for this threat for eastern Pennsylvania and western New Jersey. along the coast, you're likely going to get this nice gradient here of more stable air right along the coast, and that's going to influence our potential for thunderstorms. So what we're going to be watching for, and this is the visible satellite picture, is to see how fast these low clouds, which you can start to see breaking up just a little bit, how fast they break up ahead of the mid-level and upper-level cloud shield, and then the heavy rainfall and thunderstorm shield with the cumulus. If we get more breaks of sunshine, then we see rapid destabilization of the atmosphere, and so then game on. If not, then that reduces your instability in the atmosphere over the northern mid-Atlantic, and as a result, you get more isolated severe thunderstorm threats rather than widespread severe thunderstorm threats. So that is something that we're going to be watching out for. On the infrared satellite picture, you can see very clearly there is our upper level low. There's our showers and thunderstorms lining up. Nice line. Notice this column here is lining up perfectly with our upper level winds here, and also our mid level winds. See, right here. See how that's lining up real nicely, and then we jump to the infrared. Sorry, that's the water vapor. In infrared, it lines up just right. So you can see how the jet streak is influencing our thunderstorms. And on the water vapor satellite picture, you can clearly see our upper level low intensifying here. That's going to continue to march to the east, northeast, and eventually to the east. As it's moving over our region tonight, it will start to weaken and open up. And that's going to continue to keep instability in the atmosphere in place. So I pretty much laid out all the details of what we can expect in this scenario. So let's take a look at some of the model guidance here. So let's focus on the first 90 hours, and you can see here's our model data down here, and this is at 500 millibars, and you can see by 8 a.m. tomorrow, there's our upper level low. So again, here's the progression at 500 millibars. You get plenty of what we call PVA, that's lifting, marching through the region, and here comes our approaching upper level low, and that upper level low is producing what? Divergence and diffluence. You see how the spreading of the height lines here? Okay, and then you get this lifting here. Take a look at 700 millibars, we're seeing the same thing, and 850 millibars. So we clearly have support for a line of thunderstorms here, and we clearly have a warm atmosphere invading the region at the lower and mid levels. The question is, do we get enough instability in the atmosphere to support a sustained line of severe thunderstorms over eastern Pennsylvania and western New Jersey, or does it start to weaken? So that is something that we're going to continue to watch. And then once this upper level low moves through for tonight into tomorrow, initially for the afternoon, I see how the trough is kind of hanging right over the region here. Well, that translates to cold air aloft, relatively speaking, okay? So as a result, you get instability in the atmosphere, and you get the support for instability showers. And with short waves rotating on through the afternoon hours tomorrow, that's going to open up the potential for scattered showers and a few thunderstorms tomorrow. Not a washout tomorrow, but certainly something just to keep in mind if you have plans for any outdoor activities. The good news is that trough leaves, the ridge starts to build, and that leads to tranquil weather conditions heading into Memorial Day. So Sunday and Monday look to be the best days based on the upper level lifting here. Notice our trough over the Canadian Maritimes, a nice upper level low, and our Western Atlantic Ridge. They're going to be doing battle, and we are caught in between. And so that leads to a nice surge of heat on Tuesday, and then we cool off for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday because of our backdoor cold front. Here it is at 850 millibars at the surface. It gets to, right now we're expecting up to the Delmarva Peninsula up through central Pennsylvania. And so what that means is that generally the region will be on the cool side of this backdoor cold front. Just be aware for next week, very volatile temperatures, okay? So based on the forecast right now, do not be surprised if things change between now and when we talk again on Monday. So just something just to, or should I say Tuesday. So just something to keep in the back of your mind and take a look at our data. Now, for tonight, notice the precipitable water values start to spike. This supports the potential for heavier downpours within these thunderstorms and downburst wind gusts, because as you're lifting that moisture, it eventually has to crash. So that leads to your downburst wind gust threat. But because of instability falling, well, the thunderstorms may not be as strong on the coast as they are over eastern Pennsylvania. So take a look at the HRR guidance. This is one of the more aggressive model guidance. The NAM's not as impressive here, but I just wanted to kind of show you what is the worst case scenario and then comment from there. So by this afternoon, there's our line of thunderstorms here. I would expect more of a severe threat down towards portions of southeastern Pennsylvania and southwestern New Jersey, right around the Philadelphia metro, right around here on southward. That doesn't mean that we can't see isolated severe thunderstorms further north, but I think this is going to be more strong thunderstorms and heavy rainfall up towards the Poconos. And then as it marches towards the coast for this afternoon and evening, just in time for the rush hour, that line will weaken because it's going to run into more stable air, and it's also going to be running out ahead of the primary lifting parameters of this first line. So this is most likely what we call a prefrontal trough, and then our cold front follows behind as we head towards midnight. So that marches on through. If you're going to the Mets game, Mets versus Phillies tonight, be prepared for an umbrella, and with an umbrella, should I say, and possibly some lengthy delays, maybe a postponement. I can't rule it out. You never know at MLB, but certainly stormy conditions, at least early on, right around the start of the game, and then improving conditions thereafter. So we'll watch to see how that goes. And then here comes our cold front to follow with scattered showers and thunderstorms. These would likely just be strong thunderstorms, but because of the moisture in the atmosphere and precipitable water values around 1.5 to 2 inches, don't be surprised to get some heavier downpours and frequent lightning with some of these thunderstorms. So that is our first day. And then after that, it starts to clear out. Now, again, for Saturday, for tomorrow, this isn't a washout. Some of this is a little bit overdone, but you get the idea here. You get this trough swinging on through with some widely scattered showers and thunderstorms lasting about 15 to 30 minutes. They swing on through and then clear out. And the rest of the weekend is nice, dry, and comfortable. So let's walk through this forecast. Again, just to reiterate, today, look for fog to lift, mix of sun and clouds, followed by thunderstorms in the late afternoon and evening hours, basically the rush hour. Temperatures will jump into the upper 60s to mid 70s along the coast, mid to upper 70s over the interior, upper 70s to lower 80s in the Delaware River Valley. If we get into the mid 80s in the Delaware River Valley, some of these thunderstorms are going to be pretty impressive. So we're going to be watching that very carefully. The more cloud cover we have, the weaker the storms will be. For tonight into tomorrow, lingering showers and thunderstorms. The primary cold front moves through. Look for low temperatures in the lower to mid 60s. For tomorrow afternoon, widely scattered showers and a few thunderstorms will be a threat. Not a washout, but just be prepared for a 30 to 45 minute period of moderate to heavy rain any time between basically 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Temperatures will rebound into the upper 60s to lower 70s over the interior, lower to mid 70s along the coast, and mid to upper 70s in the Delaware River Valley. Sunday, high pressure settles over the region with tranquil conditions. Look for low temperatures to range from the upper 40s to lower 50s over the interior, mid to upper 50s along the coast. High temperatures will range from the lower to mid 70s over the interior, mid to upper 70s along the coast, and upper 70s to lower 80s, should I say, in the Delaware River Valley. On Memorial Day, high pressure will shift off the coast. We'll get more of a southwesterly wind, could see some fog in the morning. Low temperatures in the upper 50s to lower 60s. High temperatures will range from the mid to upper 70s along the coast and upper 70s to lower 80s away from the coast. On Tuesday, the Bermuda high really takes hold. Here comes our developing backdoor cold front back here over Maine. With this high pressure system positioned as it is, you get a hot and humid air mass coming in right from the Gulf of Mexico right into the region. So Tuesday is our hot day with low temperatures in the mid to upper 60s. High temperatures will range from the mid to upper 80s over the interior, upper 80s to lower 90s along the coast, and lower to mid 90s in the Delaware River Valley. We're going to have to watch out for the heat index. But don't worry, though, this won't last long. The backdoor cold front slams southward thanks to our high pressure system in the Gulf of Maine. That's going to lead to variable cloud cover with widely scattered showers a threat. Look for low temperatures in the mid to upper 50s along the coast, lower to mid 60s over the interior. High temperatures will range from the mid to upper 60s along the coast, and lower to mid 70s away from the coast. Rinse and repeat for Thursday with our stationary front hanging around the region with broken cloud cover and scattered showers. Look for low temperatures once again to range from the mid to upper 50s over the interior along the coast and upper 50s to lower 60s in your urban areas. High temperatures will range from the upper 60s to lower 70s over the interior, lower to mid 60s along the coast, and lower to mid 70s in the Delaware River Valley. On Friday, our cold front moves through with scattered showers and thunderstorms. With this cold front, look for low temperatures in the upper 50s to lower 60s over the interior, lower to mid 60s along the coast. High temperatures will range from the lower to mid 70s over the interior, mid to upper 70s along the coast, and upper 70s to lower 80s in the Delaware River Valley. So an active weather pattern is certainly going to be in place, but it looks like Sunday and Memorial Day looks to be pleasant days, so definitely enjoy that. Have a wonderful day, and as always, stay safe out there.